Pricing a house in Sudbury is extremely difficult. And if you're 10, 20K off, sometimes that can make the difference between getting multiple offers and no offers at all and having to do a price drop. The pricing strategy is also way different depending on which price range you're in. Are you under 500,000, between 5 and 750, or above 750? There's so many factors that affect how an experienced realtor prices a home. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how we price a home, the steps that we take, what makes us make these decisions, and why is it so much more difficult in Sudbury. I'm Tristan Ritchie. I'm a realtor. It's been almost 10 years that I've been doing this in Sudbury. I help people buy and sell real estate in Sudbury. I don't really help people rent or lease their properties, but if that's the case for you, let me know. I can put you in touch with someone. The reason it's so hard to price a house in Sudbury is because we don't have that much data. We don't have that many sales. We don't have a condominium that has 100 or 200 identical units that 6 have sold in the last 60 days with the exact same square footage. We don't have that here in Sudbury, right? You can't use a cost per square foot because it's all over the place and there's not enough homes to get an accurate number, right? And each home that sells has a story. So there might be a similar brick bungalow as yours, but walking through this bungalow, there's a story to it, right? Maybe it had a weird foundation issue, or maybe it needed a roof, needed some windows, maybe it just didn't show well, it wasn't staged, time of year, time of day that it got listed. So when we're bringing comps, we're bringing comparables that are similar to your house, but it is harder to evaluate how similar because one, you probably haven't been through these comparables, which a lot of experienced agents have been through most homes. So with less data available, less homes sold, there's still comparables, there's still things that help us drive our decision. But I'm gonna go through the steps that we take and how it's a little bit different than you'd see in Toronto, where they have hundreds and thousands of sales that they can pull from and have price per square foot and all that. So here's how we normally do it. We bring usually between 3 and 10 comparables, depending how unique your home is. Maybe more sometimes, right? Depending. They won't be exactly what you have, but they'll be close enough, right? We'll take off or add value for certain things. And then each of these comparables that I'm bringing has a story. I've been through most of them that I'm bringing, and I can tell you, hey, these photos look really good, but when you're walking through the property, it doesn't feel like that. Or, hey, these photos aren't that great. Had 6 offers, they took a bully offer, and maybe they undersold it a little bit because they took an offer too early, right? So they all have these little stories on why they sold for certain prices. We compare them to yours. Does yours have new windows? Does this one have new windows, roof, furnace, foundation, renos, all those things? But then it leads me to the one thing that's very hard to explain to most sellers. It's a feeling that I get as an experienced agent that I know that my buyers are gonna get walking through a home. So for example, I walk through a rental property. It's been rented for 6 years. You know, you get the normal wear and tear of a rental property. It has a certain feeling. It could have some renos that were done, some updates, look exactly the same as my grandparents' house, let's say, that they have just lived there 30 years and cared for perfectly. And there's what's called pride of ownership, right? Sometimes they look similar, same cabinets, similar flooring. And then there's this feeling you get walking through a well-maintained home that the buyers are also gonna get, that's gonna get you a lot more money for your home. And that's not something that you can necessarily point to, right? Sometimes you're walking through a home, you can't really point, hey, this is actually old cabinets, old flooring, but super well maintained, and people love that. So it's a feeling that an experienced agent gets when they're walking through your home. Like, what is gonna be the opinion of a buyer that I'm bringing through? That can make a difference of up to 50 grand depending. I've seen it make like houses sell for crazy amounts that are well maintained. So that's also my job to tell you, hey, these are these little things that you can fix to try and get to that pride of ownership level. All of that being said, it's a feeling a little bit also with the comparables, right? So we're explaining to you why we get this feeling, and we're trying to show you with evidence. Then there's the time of list. When are we listing? This time of year, when this video is coming out, around Christmas, January, it's gonna be slower. So you're probably not using the same strategy. If you have to list at this time, then you're probably listing a little bit higher. Someone's gonna come in and negotiate, unless things have changed and it's still multiple offers. But if you're in the spring, market's hot, then you might pick a little bit of a lower listing price in order to get multiple offers. Again, price range matters, time you're listing matters, and the condition of your home really matters. That's the strategy you need to speak with your realtor about. So that's what we usually go through when we're listing a property. I know it's a little bit vague, but that's because that's part of our job, right? We're coming in there with our experience and expertise. I am super confident when I come in with a number, right? I know what buyers are gonna want based on what is sold and based what my buyers are out there looking for, and having walked through thousands of homes. So if you need any help buying or selling, I'm here. I'd love to help. My name is Tristan Ritchie, and I'll see you in the next video.